What's up everybody, welcome back to a new video here on Charleston Car Videos. As usual, I'm your boy Chad. Today we'll be taking a look at a 2009 Mazda Speed 3. Now, here's the backstory on the car. For the last, I guess, week or two, there's been a young lady that works right next door here at the Dollar General that has this Mazda Speed 3. I've always kind of walked over there and looked at it when going over there to grab some munchies or a drink or something like that, and I'm like, man, I just absolutely love the Mazda Speed 3. You know, I've always been kind of into the tuner cars, and you know, you see it sitting over there and you're like, man, what a beautiful sports car that she has. Well, with that being said, she has came over to me in the last few days here and she says, Chad, I really want to sell my Mazda Speed 3 and want to get something else. I want something a little bigger, a little more room, and this, that, and the other. She's driving about an hour to work every single day from all the way out in Beaufort, South Carolina, out here to Ravenel, South Carolina. So, like I told her, she called me up, it's a rainy day, and she said, Chad, can you please let me know how much money you can give me for my car? So that's kind of what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be checking out her vehicle. I'm doing a little bit of research online here about Mazda Speed 3s. Of course, I do know about these cars, and I know a little bit of history about the Mazda Speed 3, but with any pre-owned used car, each car is different. So just because somebody else is getting this amount of money for it online doesn't mean I'm gonna get that for this car, right? So there's a lot of factors that go into play. So what we're gonna be doing today, folks, is we are going to be appraising her Mazda Speed 3, checking it out, test driving it, and then hopefully at the end of the video here, get an actual real figure on what we could give the person for a car. So stay with us. Alright everybody, so we're back. I hope you're ready to see this car. I'm getting ready. My GoPro camera's on charge. We're gonna strap it on our head. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna start looking at the vehicle. We already got the keys to it. I went next door, got the keys from her, got the car, drove it over here, and we're gonna go out there and take a look at it. Even though it's raining a little bit outside, we're still gonna figure out what the deal is with her car. You know, I've been doing a lot of research online here and looking at videos and Googling Mazdas and all this, and man, this car definitely seems like a vehicle that people really enjoy souping up, putting big turbos on them, hooking them up, body kits. I mean, they are really cool cars. If you're a person that's into the tuner type vehicles, this is it right here with the Mazda Speed 3. Now, from the research I've done online, this car came stock with about 263 horsepower. It's turbocharged. It's pretty cool, you know. For a car in 2019, I mean, cars even now are coming with around 200 to 300 horsepower. You got to spend a good bit of money to get a car with 260 plus horsepower on it. So to me, this would be a great car for us to buy, put out here on the car lot. I do think we would sell the vehicle fairly fast, but again, it all depends on what we can buy it for. Let's go on outside and let's take a look at it. Let's get this review started. All right guys, let's go out there and get the job and the party started on her car. Here's the keys. All right, everybody, so you know, the first things we're looking at when we're appraising a vehicle is to look at the actual condition of the car. You know, to see if it has any major dents, stings, scratches, things like that. There you go, okay? It's a typical 2009 Mazda Speed 3. I mean, it's got its oxidation going on with the headlights. I mean, it's got its fair share of bugs and dents and scratches on the car, okay? We're gonna find stuff like that. But, you know, taking into consideration, she drives this car an hour one way and then an hour back home at night. It does have some wheels on it. Looks like we got these aftermarket rims. It's got this little thing going on here for the bumper, okay? You know, when you got a car that's got bigger rims on it, they put those on the bumpers so the bumper can flex a little bit if the tire happens to kind of hit that when you're going around corners and whatnot. You got your tinted windows. You got these. I'm liking that. She said she put tires on it just a few months ago, so we shouldn't have to put tires on the car right now. You got tons of tread. The wheels, she said, were called Mustangs, and let's see what size they are. We got a 215/40 R18. You got disc brakes all the way around with slotted and drilled rotors on the car, okay? You know, the Mazda Speed3 pretty much came standard with kind of like a lip kit going around it. It looks like it's got some mud flaps down there by Rally AR Moore, okay? Anyways, American Racing. Taillights look good. Cob is definitely probably going to be your intake, your exhaust, stuff like that. And the car does have an aftermarket exhaust system on it. Let's go ahead and unlock, check it out a little bit. So, I mean, there's your trunk space in the back. Let's go ahead and look under here. So we definitely got a spare tire right up under there. Back seats fold down. It does got leather. I mean, of course it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. If we buy the car to put it out on the lot, we'll definitely get it all detailed and cleaned up. But, you know, the actual body of the vehicle is in pretty good shape other than just really needing a good clean. You know, it's got to get washed, scrubbed. I think it's going to be all right. Let's take a look in the back. You know, it doesn't have a ton of room in the back of the car, but it is a little four-door hatchback. Looks like it's got a Bose stereo system in there. Power windows, power door locks. Got the Mazda Speed logo there. You got your racing pedals. Looks pretty cool. She's got this really cool looking shift knob there, which she says she has the factory knob as well. The Mazda Speed seats look pretty good. I mean, they have their normal wear on them, you know, right up in there. That's normal. You know, sliding in and out. Big side bolsters in here, kind of like a racing seat. Pretty much is. You know, you got your suede, your leather. I like the red stitching in there. And we'll drive the car in just a moment. Before we do, let's pop the hood and take a look under there. The car has just around 120,000 miles on it. And again, a 2009. Well, if we can figure out how to do this. There we go. So, yep, just as I thought, you got your intercooler is right on top there. Now, again, guys and girls, you know, I'm no expert on Mazda Speed3s. What I'm doing today, folks, is just showing y'all this car and kind of going through the process of appraising it and trying to get her the best number possible so she can give us the car, basically. We buy it from her, and she can buy her something else out on the lot. There's the Cobb, like I thought. It's a Cobb intake system. Okay, just a short ram intake. Looks like you got a blow-off valve by HKS right there. Okay, this all looks pretty good. I mean, a little dirty under here, of course, you know. You got the Mazda Speed red cap there for your oil cap. But everything seems to look in pretty good shape under here. I don't see any major oil leaks or anything like that right now. And, yeah, this all looks pretty good. Valve cover gasket, I mean, look at that. Not bad. There's no fresh oil going on there. I mean, you know, we've got a lot of cars on our car lot out here that do have oil coming right out of those valve cover gaskets. So, you know, right now I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing on this car here. I mean, even though it's a little bit dusty and dirty, it definitely seems to be in pretty good shape. The next thing to do is really take the car out for a test drive, see how the transmission feels, see how the clutch feels on it, and kind of go from there. Not bad. And again, I really do think this is a car that we could sell out here fairly fast. I mean, people are looking to buy small little sports cars like this. They really are. I mean, it's a good looking car. You know, I mean, it's already got the wheels. It's already got some, you know, aftermarket stuff on it. It's kind of ready, set, go. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, let's hop in and take it out for a drive. All right, everybody, let's hop in and see how she rides today. All right, we are recording, so let's keep on recording. Now I'm about 6'1", 215 pounds, and this is pretty spacious in here, guys. I mean, I got some room, okay? Leg room's not too bad. This is definitely really interesting. Just a little joke between me and her. I said, what in the world? Oh, man. What? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, she likes her little knob there. I get it. And it's actually kind of comfortable to shift gears with. It's not my color, you know, for a guy. But, hey, for a girl, good to go. You know, and she's definitely a really cool chick. Let's go ahead and put the key in. Mazda is definitely known for their reds on the interiors. This is kind of cool. Look how this lights up when you do the volume. So, you know, that side blinks when it's going low, and that side blinks when you're going higher on the volume. And let's go ahead and crank her up. All right, wipers are working good. Back wiper in the back's working good. Again, we got 120,966 on the mileage on the car, so that's not looking too bad. Let's see if all of our windows work. Good, good, good. And all right, the back window on this side is not rolling up and down when hitting the button. All the other ones did. So when we get out later, we can go back there and check, but I think we're gonna be all right. Let's check to see if the air conditioner works, because that's definitely something that we need. Let's switch it up on this. And let's drop our temperature down. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so AC's working. Let's go ahead and check our heat. Cut the AC off. Give that a moment. When you're appraising a vehicle to buy it, you have to check as much as possible, folks, okay? Heater's working. There you go. So we got heat, we got AC. I mean, all of these things are important to check on the car, folks. We traded in a Dodge Ram truck, or we bought one from an auction, and the heater core was taken out of it, and we wouldn't even have known about that, but it was cold outside, and we cut the heat on, and the truck never got warm, you know, with heat. So our mechanic Ron figured out the truck had no heater core. Someone bypassed it, and that told us a lot more about the truck after all that was done. Somebody bought the truck a couple days ago. I hope to hell that they knew about everything going on with it, but I'm pretty sure they did. I didn't sell it to them, but somebody else did. Anyways, what in the world is this? This looks like some kind of bullet. And this girl probably shoots guns. I can guarantee she probably does. But anyways, let's get our seatbelt on. And let's see what we can do. So reverse is down and up like that, okay? All right. Windshield wipers are loud and squeaky. All right. Let's see if we can get these wipers to kind of chill out for a minute. Now, what we're going to kind of test out for on our test drive is the clutch. We're going to make sure everything's working good, okay? Let's go ahead and switch up the air on the window. Cut the AC back on. We're going to go ahead and cut our headlights on. The car has coilovers on it, so they're aftermarket springs that make it where you can lower the car. So the suspension on the car should feel a little more bumpy. And it's got an intake and exhaust. I think that's really about it. She says the turbo is a different type of turbo than what came on the car from the factory. I wish the car had some kind of boost gauge in here so we could see how many pounds of boost we're running. Well, it's shifting good. The brakes feel pretty good. It's not the best day to be test driving a car, but hey, we're doing what we can. It's a little slow today, so we got time to take a look at the car for her and try to help her out. All right, we got the engine running good. We're gonna pull in, check our lights out, and give it a moment to run so we can check out a few more things on the motor. And let's take a listen to the exhaust for a second, see how that sounds. So you definitely can hear that blow-off valve under there from HKS. Sounds freaking great, and I love the exhaust. I mean, I'm loving everything we're hearing right now. It sounds good. Oh yeah, baby, I love it. Man, this is great. I'm loving this car right now. I mean, definitely a good-looking car. It's just got its own look about it. I mean, I'm liking the headlights. I love how the fog lights are that brightish white color down there. This is nice. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and crank her back up. Man, it cranks up nice and quick for us. It's in neutral. Let's cut our lights on out there real quickly. Let's go ahead and cut our blinkers back on. And let's take a look at a few things on the outside. All right, everybody, so there's the Mazda Speed3. I figured we'd take the GoPro camera off for a minute and look at the car with my Canon camera. And I guess at the end of the day here, we got to figure out what number would be a good number to buy the car for from her. And, you know, in most cases, people don't always understand that a dealer is going to most likely offer you a lot less for the car than what you could sell it for yourself. And you know, that's the whole thing there. She has to understand that I have to be able to buy this car for a price where I can then put it on the lot and sell it and try to make a profit on it. You know, we don't have to make a huge profit. I mean, it would be nice to make a big profit, but again, we have to get the car at the right price. So another thing that goes into factor here is seeing how many more Mazda Speed3s are even out there in the state of South Carolina or Georgia, Florida, North Carolina that are similar to this. You know, if there's not a whole lot of them out there, we could be able to get more money for it. So all those things come into factor. Anyways, but right now the body's in great shape. Again, it's all wet. But I have seen this car myself during the daytime when it wasn't raining, and the paint's still pretty shiny on it. All right, let's hop back in and let's take her down the road and give it a drive back to the dealership. All right, everybody, let's go back to the store. See how she does. Clutch feels really good on here. She said she put a clutch on it already since she's had it, and so I really don't think we'll have to put a whole lot of money into the car. It's really one of these cars where we'll get it cleaned and put it right up front on the lot, and yeah, you know, and that's always a good thing when you don't have to put so much money into a car. You just buy it from the person, come up with a number you're comfortable selling it at, put it out there, and let's get the car marketed and put up on the YouTube channels and all that. So here's the thing, at the end of the day, I don't know if, you know, we'll end up buying this car. Just saying, we really don't do trade-ins a whole lot at our dealership. And I mean, we have done a few since I've been working there, but it's not something we do all the time. So I don't know. The guys might want it, they might not want it. But we'll find out today. We're gonna see. All right, let's give it a ride back. that turbo feels great. Really does. Unfortunately, I can't really get up on it like I would like to right now because we're filming. If I had a camera guy, that might be a little different story. And it's not my car, so I'm not going to be beating up on this car and hitting it really, really hard. But it definitely does feel good. I know what the potential of this car can do. I've driven these before, and I know Mazda Speed3s, they're quick. I mean, you got to realize, folks, 260 plus horsepower out of a small car like this, that's a lot of power. All right, everybody, so now we got more information from chit-chatting with her inside just now. Basically just found out what she bought the car for a year ago. She's only put like 2,000 to 3,000 miles on the car, which is kind of odd. I mean, who buys a car and only puts 2,000 or 3,000 miles on it within 12 months time and lives in Beaufort and drives here, which she's only been working over here a month at that. But anyways, so I found out she paid $7,000 for the car, and I also found out that the car she would like to buy is the one I'm walking over to show y'all. And basically the key to this deal is maybe, just maybe, doing a even swap, or possibly her coming out of pocket a little bit of money if numbers work. She wants this car right there, the Kia, or no, it's not Kia, it's a Hyundai, the Hyundai Sonata. Pretty good looking car. And my feet are getting soaking wet. Oh my God, it's raining, it's nasty, and I'm out here trying to freaking make videos. But yeah, so she wants this car right here, which this car is listed on the internet right now for $49.95. That's why I was asking, $5,000, is that the number? Because if it is, we might be able to just... All right, guys, so here's the situation we got. I was talking to the owner of the dealership, and I said, this is what we got, this is the car. I told him all about it, and he says, you know, well, here's the thing, Chad. We got to figure out what she wants for her car. And she didn't really tell me earlier when I was talking to her how much money she wanted for her car. And that's what people do sometimes. They'll say, tell me how much you'll give me for it, right? And then they'll kind of go off of that. So right now, I'm at a point right now where I can't get a figure out of him. So I'm gonna have to go back over there to her and say, he wants to know what you want for the car. Throw the ball back in her court, see what she wants, and then we'll try to get there. Maybe we'll get there, I don't know. And then we gotta find a car for her as well. She wants like an SUV, a crossover type. She likes Ford Edges. She likes the Kia Sedona, or whatever, the Kia Sorento, whatever the little crossover car is. She wants something like that. I think she's just tired of clutching it and dealing with the tuner type car on an everyday basis. So I'm gonna have to get to work and walk back over there and see what the deal is. Stay with us.